Hey, Rob Math from Line 6 here at Craft Music. Today we're taking a look at the Firehawk FX. Remember, for some great deals, check out the bundles at Craft Music. I like to think of Firehawk FX as sort of a best of. It incorporates some of our most popular features from our other products. There's HD amp models from the Pod HD series. There's app-based editing from our Amplify series, and colored foot switches from the M series. Firehawk FX is a roadworthy multi-effects pedal that features a bent steel chassis for extra durability. It's got plenty of ins and outs for whether you're using it for live or in the studio. There's 2 1/4-inch outputs, there's 2 balanced XLR outputs, there's a stereo effects loop, and an expression pedal input for extra control. In addition to the 1/4-inch input, Firehawk FX also features a VDI input to connect compatible Variax guitars. The Firehawk remote app allows you to edit all your parameters inside of Firehawk. Let's take a look. First in the signal chain is the Variax. So if I was using a Variax guitar, I would be able to control all sorts of different parameters with my Variax here. Okay, then I've also got a gate, a dedicated volume here for like a volume pedal, a wah, and then I'm starting to move into my stomp box style effects. Let's see what was here. This is like the Veta comp, and then we've got a boost EQ. Moving over, we're going to move over to our amplifier. So those boosts were put in front of the amp. And this is basically where you could go ahead and choose from a whole plethora of different styles of amps. Go ahead and edit your sounds and tweak them right here. You can see all your parameters laid out. We've also got sort of like an overall global compressor and EQ in the signal chain. And then we've got delay here. Okay. There's also a section for the effects loop, if you've got your own pedals that you want to designate to be turned on and off in the signal chain, and reverb. One really cool thing about the signal chain here is that you can change the order of the effects basically to anything you want. So for example, for right now I've got the delay before the amp, but if I wanted to move it behind the amp, let's say I was using a lot of distortion and a little more gain, and I wanted to simulate basically like I was running the delay in an effects loop behind the amp, I could just pick it up and move it. So let's do that. So let's pick up that delay, and we'll just move it, and we'll drop it here. Okay, and now I've brought it behind the amp. All right, so now let's switch out one of the effects. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and change this particular stomp effect right here. I can just click on it right in this section, and now this whole menu of different style stomp effects comes up. It just so happens that we're in the drive and dynamics section, but if I go ahead and hit type, now I can choose from all the different types of effects like drive and dynamics, modulation style effects, delays, or filters. So click on that, and that'll take you into your modulation section, and you can see all your different modulation style effects. We've got a opto tremolo, a bias tremolo, a jet flanger, an analog chorus, tons of cool stuff. Let's go ahead and look at some of the delays we have here. These are the different delay options. Okay, so it's just as easy as clicking, okay, and choosing. So I click that, and now I'm done. Now that I've put that delay in there. But let's go ahead and change that again. So we'll go to type. How about if we wanted some sort of a filter effect? So here are some of our filter effects. There's some crazy sounding auto wahs in here and synth leads. Okay, let's back up and take a look at some of the amps in here. Okay, so we'll click on our amp section. All right, and now the amps are broken down into 3 different categories. So you'll see you've got clean, American, British, and high gain. So if we wanted to see what's in here for just some clean type amps, you just go over here, click that, and you see you've got stuff like a blackface double, your small tweed, tiny tweed, blackface luxe, all sorts of great clean style amps. Again, we can move over and move into our British style section. So here you're going to get everything from your classic Vox style amps to your Marshalls. Now's a good time to point out that anything that's labeled HD is an HD model from our pod series. We've got HD amp models, HD cabinets, and HD effects, and they sound awesome. Firehawk FX has 5 assignable foot switches, and it's super easy to assign your favorite effects to those foot switches using the app. All you have to do basically is go into the effects section here. Let's say, for example, we were on our amp and we wanted to go to our effect. We would choose an effect, and on the bottom you can see there's the blank foot switches. So if I wanted to assign that stomp effect to, say, foot switch 1, I would just go ahead and touch foot switch 1, and now it's assigned. I don't know if you can see over here, but you'll notice that it just lit up yellow. Let's go ahead and assign the modulation effect now to foot switch 2. So we'll just touch foot switch 2, and there you go. It's assigned. Let's assign the delay. Okay, so we'll assign that to foot switch 3. Notice it lit up green. And over here, this is pretty cool. You can actually assign the effects loop as well to be turned on by certain foot switches. So we'll go ahead and assign the effects loop to FS4. So there you go. The color-coded effects makes it really easy to see on stage. Also, if you disengage the effect, the light goes dim. Firehawk FX comes loaded with 128 factory presets, but you're not limited to those. Inside the app, there's tens of thousands of presets that live in the Line 6 cloud that you can access instantly. So that's going to wrap it up with Firehawk FX. Once again, I'm Rob Math with Line 6. I'm here at Craft Music. Thanks for listening.